Do I sound nice, Alex? Beautiful. Okay, cool. Tonight on Double Hammer. Don't change the screens, you're right where you need to be. You're watching Below the Belt's Double Hammer. Tonight we have the band that opened up the Green Man main stage in 2023, and they're bringing you the recorded debut of some brand new tracks of an upcoming major project. Get acquainted with the magnificent Eve Appleton Band.
Hard to keep the room to city. What have we done, young Fatima? Oh, I propose we fall with a tree and close my heart with the bellies. Merrily, 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 voice so sweet rings through. Let me live in the breath of this man until the outside came flooding in. But you're inside, already washed out a bit. Until the outside came flooding in. But you're inside, already washed out a bit. Until the outside came flooding in. But you're inside, already washed out a bit. 'Cause of the constancy in this river, oh Heraclitus, you're weeping. The flow of Ephesus, stark joyless days of the same river, keeping us away. We're kept in the breath of this man. I loved you so. Thank you. This next one is called Egg Song. We built and lighted dreaming Eden. Then the flea draws blood. Sunny side up, Lucy's flows. Born as it sails away, fish rolling capsized eyes. This is the howl of the soldier's cry. Battleground on a summer's night. No hands, no time to tell it moves both ways. No fishing today. Looked up at the raven call coming in. He saw and shot. Rays were burning and Jonah's yearning was a lonely fight. There was a distant yellow wing slide. The boom of the Nova's light. No hands, no time to tell it moves both ways. No fishing today. If we all go down to the river to pray into white and dawn, we follow the macabre. If the wind does blow the flesh from their bones, la 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 lee. Ride another year and the dated Jenny. String too short to use, piercing only for its maker. String too short to fuse, oh I never got it anyway. String too short to use, piercing only for its maker. String too short to fuse, oh I never got it anyway. String too short to use, piercing only for its maker. short to fuse, so I never got it anyway. Thank you for listening. We're Eve Appleton Band.
Double Hammer. So, would you like to introduce yourselves and what your introduction to music was? Maybe go around left to right.
Hello, I'm Eve.
Hi.
Introduction to music. Going to Green Man Festival when I was very little and just listening to all bands there. Yeah.
I'm Ben, and my introduction to music was learning the song Buzzy Bee on the guitar, and then it was just an upwards curve from there. It goes Buzzy Bee, Buzzy Bee, Buzzy 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 Bee. oh, Buzzy Bee.
I'm Anna, and my dad introduced me to music because he plays in an orchestra, so he showed me a lot of classical things on the way to school, and I liked it.
I'm Jojo, and I was going to go for the dad one.
Come on, what's the dad
My
one?
dad's extensive record collection.
Nice. What's the prize gem in that collection for you?
Probably all his old Motown stuff.
Nice.
That's what sticks with me.
Okay, cool.
I'm Josh, and my introduction to music was probably the Best of the Beach Boys album my uncle gave me when I was a kid.
Nice.
So nice.
I'm Arthur. I think my introduction was probably just starting learning the instrument I played from when I was quite small. I don't really remember.
Which is?
The violin.
Yeah.
I don't remember much before that, to be honest.
Remember nothing before the violin.
My whole life.
Huge amount.
Just
I
the
remember
voids.
arriving, but then it's just blackness.
So how did you guys form as a band? How did the Eve Appleton Band come into existence, life?
Well, we were all individually doing separate solo projects. A few of us met at university. And Anna and Jojo knew each other from back home in the day. It kind of started with us lot, and then these two lovely members. Anna found Arthur in a pub.
Correct.
And we know
My
Josh.
girlfriend knows you,
Yeah.
and she said
We
I
know
should.
Nina,
I should
Josh's
play.
girlfriend.
Nice, lovely.
I
Cool.
joined 2 weeks before Josh did, so I was a well-established member of the band.
Just getting that on the record. I'll add that to my chronology now. Just black out a few bits and bobs there. Lovely. And you, of course, you were making music as a soloist before this, back in Bridport.
Mm-hmm.
How would you compare the sort of experience of writing and performing music as a soloist compared to being in a band of lovely, lovely people?
I obviously at the time I didn't know any different when I was writing for myself, and it was a whole different experience because I was writing in Bridport and just in my bedroom, and now writing I'm writing for other people and knowing the people, which is really nice. It's just more fun. That's how I can describe it.
Yeah.
I don't miss being a soloist at all. I enjoy playing with my friends too much.
What is the, when you're on stage, what does that change for you when you're up there?
I'm having so much more fun. And I'm not nervous anymore.
Because you've got other people backing you up. It's kind of like you've got a team then. You're not going in alone. Yeah, so I imagine when you're playing larger stages especially, that's when you want the familiar company with you. So talking about your experience of playing larger stages and maybe some pubs in Bridport, we'll get into that later on too. But Green Man Festival, you played Green Man Festival.
We did.
What was your experience of that like? Not just playing Green Man Festival, you opened the main stage, the big one. So what was that experience like?
There was a huge markup from what we're used to.
Yeah.
Because as you say, pub gigs is kind of our familiar territory, and then expanding out from that, maybe the main stage of Crofters Rights or something. But then going straight from that to Green Man was a shock to the system, but also weirdly comfortable because it's actually, you can actually hear yourself up there. Which is
that was nice.
unheard of.
Looking out and seeing nearly 1,000 people out in the crowd.
Yeah.
But it was pissing it down in rain as well.
Yeah.
It's so well organised. I mean, they make you feel so comfortable because it's just so, there's no messing about with those
Yeah,
guys.
so
It was very quick and very
Once
easy.
you've been driven around in a golf buggy as well. You don't want to walk around the festival anymore.
Yeah, Enemy commented on the crowd. You said that you're warm to the damp crowd or something like that. But I've noticed you kind of tend to get quite a visceral, emotional reaction out of your audience. What was that like?
I think it was even more intimate in some ways for me. I could see my family right down the front crying, looking at me, and that was a big, very emotional moment for me. I was crying while singing, which wasn't great sounding. So I think that specific experience is a bit different because Green Man's I've been going since I was really small. So that was a really big thing.
That was really coming full circle for you. Watching as a kid and playing there as an adult. What were the artists that you saw on the stage that you kicked off? Who do you see as a kid that kind of sticks in your mind?
I remember seeing Caitlin Rose play, and I remember exactly what she was wearing and everything. I just remember looking at her and going, that's what I want to do when I'm older. But there are so many artists that have played there. Joanna Newsom, I was very young for that, but she's still a big inspiration.
Fleet Foxes, surely.
Fleet Foxes,
Me and
yeah.
Eve were both there as well before we knew each other.
We didn't know
which
each
is
other,
quite
yeah.
Cool.
That's
Oh,
quite
Quite a nice bit of synergy.
Yeah.
So the road there, it was not a straight line there by any means. There was the Green Man Rising competition. What's the Green Man Rising competition? What did that entail?
It's basically just loads of bands apply, try and send some videos of their stuff and an EPK or whatever, and then from that, a few get shortlisted, don't they?
There's a short
20?
list of 20.
Yeah, and
or a long
then they
list.
have to try and get as many people to vote for them as possible.
Down to 5 then,
Down
right?
to 5, and then they audition.
There was 3,000, I think, in the running for it, and
I didn't even know that.
you got down from 20 to the 5 to the 1.
Yeah.
That one. And I've heard it was a almost unanimous yes from the judges.
We have heard that too.
Yeah.
It's a bit crazy.
A little bit crazy.
Yeah.
That reaction then when you find out that you're playing the stage that you've been thinking about since you were a kid, and you've just been given the green light that yes, you are playing it at that competition in Club Averbach in Wales. How did that feel?
I think we filmed.
Yeah,
we
I
were
filmed
together.
a bit. And as soon as they said Eve Appleton Band, we were both just like, oh my god, we
I
were shouting,
screaming.
and then someone who was staying at our place at the time came running in what's going on?
What's going on?
So playing a stage like that, which is that's massive,
Yeah.
compared to playing sort of, you're very connected to your roots in Bridport in terms of where you play. So what are those gigs like by contrast? Those intimate pub gigs? Is it the Woodman?
Yeah.
In Bridport you
They
play?
get rowdy.
Yeah.
They do.
Right.
Dancing
Hot and
tables.
steamy.
Yeah.
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 Branded like that in the back.
Yeah. It's a very
Bit
small pub, but we love going back there. They're very supportive.
Yeah.
All of Bridport, they fill the pub out. It's very sweaty and fun. And we play some pubs in Bristol that are quite similar with nice community supporting us.
What sort of pubs in Bristol?
Port of Call in Clifton, White Ladies Road.
That's
is,
where I work right now.
yeah.
Oh, nice. But I feel like those sort of down and dirty, people dancing on tables sorts of pubs, like that scene that you picture. I think that's like that accompanies your music like Tea and Biscuits, because it's just that it's got its roots in like Celtic pubs and just like that freedom of just going around and seeing what people in your area are making, you know.
Yeah, it's very community focused in Bridgeport, and we experience that when we go back to play.
Well, online, like Clock Tower Records, they're always posting about you.
Yeah,
There's like
they're
every
very
other post.
supportive.
There's like enemy, Clock Tower, Clash, Clock Tower, you know, and kept on going all the way down there.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're lovely.
That's sweet.
Have Clock Tower Records been an Eve Appleton, and now Eve Appleton Band fan for long?
Yeah, so I think, I've always been a fan of them. Their record shop is incredible, so if anyone ever goes down to Bridport, check out Clock Tower Records.
God, they should be paying you for that.
Yeah. Not for all the free advertising they've given us. Yeah, they're a brilliant music shop, and we've played there a couple times, and when we got the long list of Green Man, they've been supporting us a lot ever since and resharing our posts and the crowdfunder.
And what sparked the idea of kind of looking to the people, the audience, for some support and stuff in that?
Mostly the lack of money.
Yes. Can you talk a little bit about how difficult it is to get funded as artists in the industry? 'Cause it's tricky.
Anyone that makes music will know there's not much money in music.
And everything's way more expensive than you think. When I was telling people about the crowdfund, they're like, how much does it actually cost to record some songs? It's like, oh, you have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
And to do it the way we want to do
exactly.
it. We want it to be something we're really
Yeah.
proud of and that people will enjoy. And so we knew that was a really good way of trying to fund it. When we gig and we have like a band pot, we try and keep that afloat, but that was never going to be enough to realise our vision for the album. So we did, and we knew that there were a lot of people that were really wanting to support us and really wanted us to get to the next step. So
yeah, it's really given us that kind of push over the edge of like being able to actually do what we want to do.
Yeah.
And we're actually just like planning it, and it's actually going to happen. So
exciting.
it's really nice.
Realising dreams.
Yeah.
Once again, yeah. And you raised over 5k in 42 days off of 96 people. I remember
Digits
Well done.
and statistics, yes.
But it wasn't for just crowdfunding with nothing for the people who gave you money. What were some of you had rewards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you rewarded the people for loving you, basically?
We're playing at someone's birthday party, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little birthday party.
Yeah, a few people have requested songs for us to cover.
The personalised
Yeah.
jukebox, that is,
Yeah.
right?
Like a Virgin type thing, you know.
There are some really good songs we're going to do. We're
So
excited.
No one will hear these songs other than the person who's
unless they
funded.
want to share them, but I think we want them to have something very really special. So they've chosen their all-time favourite songs for us to do our own version of them.
That's
Something
really
just
nice.
for them. Yeah.
That's
But
lovely.
hey, if you want to give us some money,
You want something? Crowdfunder's still open for
the
donations.
suitors, I got no money. I don't have the jacket, it's got mould on it.
Nice.
Well, you can replace it with one of our cool EAB tops,
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
which is also available.
Merchandise.
Before we move too far past it, the album, the project, what can you say about the project? Is there a title out there? What are you getting from the project? Or do you want to reveal nothing?
No. So
They're
originally
good.
we were just going to make an album, and then we realised that if we just like put our heart and soul into this whole project and record it all in one go, and then release it all in one go, we might find ourselves in a situation where most of it doesn't get listened to and like a few singles get. So instead we're recording 5 singles. We've actually just finished the first one, and we're going to release them one after the other and really promote the hell out of each one as they come out, because we've put that much time and effort into them. We kind of want everyone to connect with them the way we did, like as a series of chain of events. And then after the finished project will be an album with a few other songs that we'll put in there to make a sort of beefier project at the
Nice.
end.
So once you reached your crowdfunding thing, it changed to anything we get. I'll go to equipment, and a possible tour got mentioned. How do you feel about touring, considering you have to sing to avoid car sickness?
I'd love to be on tour. I think we're all
Mhm.
really ready to. We all want to make music our full-time job,
Mhm.
which obviously is very hard, as lots of creatives know.
Mm,
But
mm.
if we had the opportunity to, and there are plans to, I think we'd all love it.
Yeah.
We're hoping to spend our summer gigging as much as possible and to be on the road, despite
The car sex sing songs.
they might get really annoyed with me if we're all sharing a van that I have to sing in the car to avoid car sickness. So
Well,
it's
maybe
just
is it-
constant.
does it help?
Practice, isn't
It is practice, I
Yeah.
guess.
Maybe you get like a curated set list from everybody else of songs to go through, like some people talk about some people want the Lion King soundtrack.
There are a few that I always sing that ones that me and my family used to sing in the car growing up.
What are those the anti-car sickness songs?
There are a lot of from like the Disney soundtrack growing up, but also one that goes like,
I'd rather watch it be
honey, you can't love one, honey, you can't love one, you can't love one and still have fun, honey, you can't love one, la-di-da-gee,
Yeah.
sort of stuff. And then it goes up to 10. But that's that's the one that I still sing
I
now.
wish you brought that out sooner. I would have made the whole interview.
that'll be on the
just-
album.
There we go. Cool. So your older music now, there's a few things out on Spotify and there's a couple of things on YouTube, but that's not with the current iteration of the band. In your future endeavours, are you planning on reworking some of those old songs into fresh and zesty Eve Appleton Band
Fresh and
tunes?
zesty. Yes, a couple of them are still songs we perform
Mm-hmm.
regularly as a band and will be out again with the new what's the word I'm looking for?
Lineup.
Revitalise.
Yeah, sure. The new version, I don't know.
I'm sure you'll think of it later.
Yeah, I will. It's going to bug me.
We'll just have you just like saying it, just like into the mic.
Overdub. Yeah, I mean, I think we're excited to be getting on with new stuff. As a band writing together, Anna's writing for the band. We're all right. Everyone writes their own parts and brings their own thing. So I think
Nice.
we're ready to do it more as a co-written collaborative project now. Yeah.
Nice. That's really cool. And lastly, have you got anything you want to say to the people of the Southwest and beyond, people of Double Hammer's readership? Thanks for giving us money. And just about music, about the arts, about doing it yourself. Anything you want to say?
Support your local artists,
Yeah,
Local
musicians,
Venues.
local venues. Yeah, venues.
it all helps.
Anyone at the back want to throw anything out? Any Hail Marys in there?
I think if you're like
Things
thinking
like
about doing it, but then you're like, oh, but everyone's saying like, oh, it's so hard music these days. Just
No.
go for it.
That.
Just
Mhm.
do it.
Always do it.
At the
Do
end
it
of the
for
day,
yourself.
you will have fun. It is
Yeah.
Real.
Just
like-
go for it.
and if it's not fun, don't do it. But it is.
Nice.
It's
nice.
worth it, whatever
Yeah.
bigness you get to.
Mm.
I think if we stayed like this, I'd be quite content.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Mhm. Cool. Eve Appleton Band. Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Double
Double
Hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah.